What is happening, guys? Mantas back with you again with another video. So it's still early in the morning right now. As you can see, the weather is quite good, which is really rare for London. I've got a workout to fulfill. Just had my coffee. You know how it works, morning rituals. Always have my coffee, fasted state, and then we're going to hit our workout. I'll catch you guys in a bit.
I just like the sound.
Crazy berserk, 24/7 I put in the work. In the studios where I look, writing rhymes, spitting bars. We try prime and be a star. I go rumble, crazy and berserk, 24/7 I put in the work. In the studios where I look, writing rhymes, spitting bars. We try prime and be a star. Yeah, rumble, crazy and berserk, 24/7 I put in the work. In the studios where I look, writing rhymes, spitting bars. And my prime swear I'ma be a star. I'm crazy, I'm out of my mind. I'm confined in my cage. I'm built with the rage of days. Just another siege. I'm blinded by the outer thoughts. Focused on the come of being at the top and high. Man, I'm going insane, it's all in the brain. My hands are locked in the chain, but I'm immune to the pain. All success is the gain, it's the change takes pain. I'm dedicated and devoted when it comes to this passion. When in action, I'm addicted to the thoughts I imagine. I clear out the delirious, deranged, demented, and derailed. Distraction for the love and attraction. Every single breath I'm thinking about music. The melodic rhythms mixed with the sound of the beat kick. The fusion is compellingly amusing. The amount of papers that I crumble, the times I got up after I fumble or stumble, then I tumble. The desire made me humble. Then I go bonkers, preposterally cycle till the king conquers. Rebel crazy berserk, 24/7 I put in the work. In the studios where I look, writing rhymes, spitting bars. We try prime and be a star. I go rumble, crazy and berserk, 24/7 I put in the work. In the studios where I look, writing rhymes, spitting bars. We try prime and be a star. Yeah, rumble, crazy and berserk, 24/7 I put in the work. In the studios where I look, writing rhymes, spitting bars. And my prime swear I'ma be a star. A maniac, I think I'm going mad. Most likely mental training.
So guys, so I just came back home now, and on my way from the gym I actually stopped in a supermarket to buy some groceries, and I thought about why not sharing what's actually in my grocery bag. Since you already know I'm on a ketogenic diet, which is high fat, moderate protein and really low carb diet. So my groceries just contain mostly fats and protein. So I'm just gonna share with all of you guys what's in my grocery bag. Alright, so let's see what's in my bag. And the first thing we have is milled linseeds. So milled linseeds are really good for you. They're really high in fiber and really high in fat as well, especially in omega-3. But this particular linseed contains sunflower seeds, pumpkin seeds, goji berries and chia seeds. So they're really good antioxidants. They're really rich in antioxidants and also omega-3s. I just use it mainly on my salad. I just sprinkle some over the top, just obviously to increase the fat consumption and obviously some taste on my salad at the same time. So really good thing, guys. If you're sometimes in Lidl's, I paid like $1.79 for this, so definitely a good choice, and it's gluten-free, by the way. So the next thing I have 2 avocados. So again, avocados are really high in fats, especially in healthy fats. They're really low in saturated fats, so this is something that I have every day. Avocados are usually staple in my diet. The way I prepare avocados, I just cut them off and just put it in my salad or just have it with some meat. A really good thing to have, really healthy, and you should definitely be consuming avocados, not only if you're in a ketogenic diet, but if you're having a proper healthy diet at the same time, because they come in a lot of health benefits. They're really high in potassium as well, so because with a ketogenic diet you don't really get a lot of potassium, you don't eat potatoes and a lot of carbs, so avocados are really good source of potassium if you're on a ketogenic diet. So next thing, mixed nuts. Nuts are really high in healthy fats. They contain some saturated fats, but mostly it's just healthy fats. Per 100 grams, it contains 56.5 grams of fats, which 6.5 of them are saturated, so really low in saturated fats. And nuts are usually good for your hormonal balances, so if you want to leave your hormones in check and if you want to have hormonal balances, obviously high testosterone levels are linked to consumption of nuts. So nuts are really good for you. It's a good healthy snack at the same time. They're really high in protein as well, so if you haven't got much time or you just want to snack on something, nuts will be a good choice for you. Next thing we have is just peri-peri smoked mackerel fillets. Again, fish is a staple in my diet as well. I have fish at least 3 times a week. I started eating more fish recently actually, and mackerel, they're really high in omega-3s as well, quite moderate in saturated fats, but my main concern about fish is just saturated fats. So salmon, mackerel, sardines, they're really good sources of omega-3, and omega-3 is something your body cannot produce on its own. So apart from supplementing with omega-3 fish oil capsules, I consume quite a lot of fish at the same time, because obviously I need to up my fat sources, since fats for me are the main energy source. So mackerel, really good stuff. 200 grams is about £1.40 in Lidl, so it's really cheap and a really good source of fats and also protein at the same time. So the next thing we have is British unsalted butter. Now, a lot of you guys are probably skeptic about butter, and I've heard a lot of people tell me, oh, butter is really bad for you, it's gonna cause you heart problems and all that. Butter has been in my diet since I've started keto. It's been a staple in my diet at the same time, and what people don't realize is butter is really high in CLA, which is conjugated linoleic acid, and CLA is actually linked to fat loss. CLA can actually help you to lose fat because it's a sort of fatty acid that can be found in dairy products. So butter is probably one of the richest food sources that contains CLA. So butter can actually help you to lose fat, and it's also a good source of fat, good source of saturated fat at the same time, although you should be limiting your saturated fats. I stay away from trans fats because they are actually linked to cancer diseases, and this is something that I'm trying to avoid, because fitness for me, as I've said, it's all about being healthy, it's all about staying healthy. CLA especially can help to prevent cancer, can help to strengthen your arteries and increase the blood flow within your arteries and vessels at the same time. I wouldn't say stay away from butter completely, because butter is good for you, especially grass-fed butter, because grass-fed butter is high in omega-3, so you should definitely be considering using some butter. Next thing we have some bacon. Well, again, bacon is a food that I usually use within my diet. I have about 2 or 3 rashers, usually in the morning, because they're quite high in fats, and this is what I usually have after my workout or before my workout. I try and stick with bacon within the first half of my day. So yeah, just another food that is fairly high in protein and high in fats. So the next thing is probably a staple in any bodybuilder's diet: eggs. You just can't go wrong with eggs. There are so many health benefits that eggs bring. They're really high in healthy fats and also saturated fats. So really good fat and also really good protein source. The eggs I would actually recommend are the ones that are rich in omega-3s as well. The ones I use are just normal eggs. I'm not really fussy about getting omega-3 eggs, but if I get my hands on omega-3 eggs, I would definitely go for them instead. But just right now, 2 packs of 10 eggs. I usually have about 5 eggs a day, so I consume quite a lot of eggs, and it's been always a staple within my diet, so you just can't go wrong with eggs. So the next thing that I've got, steak. So some red meat, obviously beef. Beef is really high in creatine. Since I'm not taking any supplements at the moment, since my supplements have finished, so I'm having red meat almost every single day, sometimes 4 days a week, sometimes 5, or sometimes even 7. I try and eat steak before my workout because for some reason it just gives me a better pump. I don't know what's the scientific reason behind it, maybe the creatine, but yeah, steak is a really good protein source and it contains some saturated fats as well. I just have about 160 to 200 grams of steak a day, since my protein intake is from 3 meat sources, so it's fish, poultry, which is chicken or turkey, and also some red meat, which is obviously bacon and steak. So you can't go wrong with steak. It's a good protein source and a really good food for your bodybuilding diet. So the next thing I've got is some chicken breast. Well, basically, like I said, my protein intake usually comes from 3 sources of meats. I try and consume 3 different sources every day, but chicken is definitely a good source of protein. So it's definitely is something you should be considering. It's really low in fats. Well, chicken breast is probably the only body part within a chicken that contains the lowest amounts of fat. Thighs and drumsticks, obviously, they tend to accumulate a lot of fat around it, and you can't really go wrong with chicken breast. I've been eating chicken breast literally throughout my whole bodybuilding diet, so it's definitely something you should be considering, and it's a really good food to have in your fridge. So the next thing is some cheddar cheese. Cheese, especially dairy products, contain quite a lot of CLA, like I spoke about butter. Cheese is just something for me just to give me some different taste. I usually put it on my steak as I cook it, let it melt for a bit, just to have some sort of you know, a different taste on it. 1 slice is usually 7 grams of fat because my diet contains a lot of fat within it. Cheese is definitely a good source of fat, can be healthy at the same time. Obviously, everything in moderation. Too much cheese is actually really high in saturated fats. If you want to keep hormonal balances and you want to have a healthy diet, so you should be consuming fats in moderation, definitely. So the next thing I have is strawberries. Within my ketogenic diet, I tend not to consume a lot of fruits. Well, strawberries, I think they're really low in carbohydrates. I think 100 grams of strawberries is about 30 calories. Well, to be exact, I'm actually gonna check it on my MyFitnessPal. So yeah, as you can see, 100 grams of strawberries is 27 calories, and 100 grams of strawberries only contains 6 grams of carbs. So if I have 50 grams of strawberries a day, just for a snack, maybe with nuts during my breakfast or something like this, I would definitely go for strawberries because strawberries are usually one of the berries that contain the least carbohydrates and least calories, alongside with blueberries. So I just got some strawberries, really cheap, really low in carbohydrates and really low in calories, and it obviously tastes good as well. So strawberries are definitely something I consider within my diet, since it tastes really good and you can't really go wrong with it. So the next thing is some mixed leaf salad, because I'm trying to limit my carbohydrate intake within ketogenic diet. So I don't usually go for carbs that are made of roots, such as carrots. 100 grams of mixed leaf salad is only 1.4 grams of carbohydrates, so they're extremely low in carbohydrates. I tend to consume a lot of leafy salads throughout the day because they're really low in carbohydrates, and obviously they contain a lot of vitamins that are really essential for you. Consume salad every day. My salad usually comes from leaves, although I consume some broccoli and some cauliflower, but I try and limit their consumption as well because they can be quite high in carbohydrates, and obviously if you keep eating 4, 3 or even 5 meals a day, if you have quite high amounts of carbohydrates, you can be risking yourself of pushing yourself out of ketosis. So it's definitely something I'm trying to avoid. So you can't really go wrong with leaves. So leafy salad, definitely something you should go for. I brought 2 packs of leafy salad. some baby spinach, a vegetable and leaves that are really high in iron, so some good minerals in there. And obviously if you ever watched Popeye, which is a cartoon from my childhood, he used to eat a lot of friggin' spinach and his forearms were friggin' huge. And some more sweet and crunchy salad. This salad is a bit higher in carbohydrates, so 100 grams is about 2 grams of carbohydrates. Still fairly low. It contains some carrots and some red cabbage as well, so just mainly leaves. And obviously if you consume nuts, especially cashew nuts, they tend to be quite high in carbohydrates. So 100 grams of cashew nuts usually have about 26 grams of carbohydrates, so they're fairly high in carbs, and my daily carb consumption is just under 40 grams. So I try and calculate my macros and obviously stay within carbohydrate limit for the day. So these are all the groceries that I bought today. They should probably last me about 3 or 4 days. Obviously it's not the entire week, but definitely gonna last me for a bit. So these were the groceries that I bought today. I hope you guys enjoyed my little review of the foods and obviously the explanations why I bought these particular foods. And these are foods that I usually eat within my ketogenic diet. Obviously they're quite high in fats, really low in carbohydrates, but that's the whole idea of ketogenic diet. So Lidl is definitely a good choice for your groceries, and it can help you to save quite a lot of money. So if you're living in Europe or UK, somewhere out there, definitely should be considering Lidl. People usually tell me that bodybuilding costs a lot, but if your priority is going out drinking every week, going out partying and spending money on drinks, I would rather go for healthy foods and just be healthy and stay healthy, have a healthy diet, and spend my money on food rather than spending my money on drinks and getting broke. So know what your priorities are in life, and if you consider your diet as a priority, you shouldn't be really worrying about money, because it's something you actually invest within yourself, and it's something that will pay off and will benefit you and your life in the long run. So that's pretty much it, guys. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.